2, 1, go. Bit late on the whole countdown thing, but hey, not my fault they started it without me, bastards. Screw them, I hate them. All that good stuff. Hey guys, Ro32 here, bringing on stuck up commentary. This is going to be a losers match, Group G, round of 32, Avalon MSL. I apologize that I'm a little bit late with this, and I apologize that the sound quality might be a little bit different because for some reason my input jack for my microphone, well, pretty much committed suicide. So I'm being forced to use my old kind of Logitech stand-up chat microphone USB thingy. And it pretty much records everything around me. It's not as focused on just what's coming right at the front. So I apologize if the sound quality is not quite as good. I apologize if it's a little bit different and if you might hear some background noises aside from the StarCraft game. I highly apologize, but that's just the way. It's either this or nothing, and I honestly really want to commentate. It's not that bad, so I expect some good stuff. But hey, to the game. Savior up against go.go. Savior as the blue zerg at 11 o'clock. go.go as the yellow terran at 5 o'clock position. This is going to be Byzantium 3. Keep thinking Byzantium 2 because that's the map I remember from Lost Saga MSL. But it is in fact Byzantium 3. I cannot allow my brain to malfunction anymore. It's bad for my inner circuits. So yeah, we're looking forward to seeing what's going to happen here. We're looking forward to seeing which of these guys ends up facing Kanata in the final match. Honestly, I hope Savior wins because I really want a rematch of the first one. I really am a big fan of rematches. I want to see if Savior can get revenge and get to the round of 16 the second time in a row. Savior going to go for, going to send one of his drones out, scout, and the second drone out to build a 12th hatchery. So he's going to go economic heavy. I expect pretty much most Zergs to go for a 12 hatch build on this map, unless you're playing against the Protoss, in which case some players might decide to go for an overpull or 12 pull just to force your opponent to put down a couple of cannons. go.go actually going to put down 2 Raxes. That's very interesting. I did put down his supply first, but he's going to put down 2 Raxes, so he's possibly thinking of being very aggressive here. We're going to see whether he decides to just build up a huge army to start right off, or something different. Savior on the opposite side now is putting down his spawning pool. Both players have sent out their scouts. Savior's going to take a little while, but he's now going to scout downwards with his drone that's at the 1 o'clock position and going to spot go.go. He's going to spot his scouting SCV there. He's going to know where go.go's coming from. go.go's going to take a little while to scout Savior as well. Savior, go.go thinking apparently of putting down a command center, not actually doing that at the moment, building a marine. And Savior just now coming down with the drone. Marine now coming out. We're going to see whether the Marine actually manages to fight the drone back. And go.go actually moving his SCV out of the way, possibly thinking of trying to hide the fact that he's going for a command center here after 2 Raxes. I find that, and is actually going to force Savior back, Savior's drone back. It's very interesting. I find Savior, go.go's build a little bit interesting because he went for 2 Raxes. Usually you see a 1 Rax into expansion, but he went for 2 Raxes into expansion. Into what I assume he's going to build a command center now. Still not quite building it. Still has his SCV running around. Is now going to put down his command center. So he was waiting until he had enough minerals. There you see, wasn't building marines at that exact time, but he's now starting to build marine. I assume this is just so he can put down his command center. Even though it's a little bit delayed, he's going to have a large force just very quickly. Especially with that second hatchery being put down. Savior now just building a couple of zerglings. He's going to find, go.go is going to have that CV scout inside. He's going to run around at the north. He's going to spot what Savior's doing. Savior has his own overlord scout running towards the natural, flying more like towards the natural expansion of go.go's. And go.go just has one single marine alongside 2 more marines is now running out, going to force Savior's drone scout back. And he's going to have quite a lot of marine production now after initial build. Savior actually doing a very good job, doing a lot of damage to go.go scouting SCVs. Just running around trying to scout. Savior went for a 3rd hatchery before anything else. No lair up yet. Just went for a 3rd hatchery inside of his own base. So he's going for a 2 base, 3 hatch build. And go.go going to lose his SCV scout here to Savior's zerglings. go.go moving a little bit out with some of his marines. And Savior going to stop his own overlord just outside of go.go's natural expansion. go.go apparently thinking of going very aggressive. His refinery is up and his academy is coming up, so he's going to be building medics fairly soon to supplement his medic marine forces. Probably going to have some stim up fairly soon. Savior just now building up a lot of zergling forces, getting his lair up right now, and just getting a few zerglings here and there. go.go has a bunch of marines now just moving up, grouping themselves up a little bit. Has 7 at this point. Has a natural expansion minded pretty well, although Savior does know what's going on there. at that position. Go.go just getting a lot more Marines at the moment. Looking at the polls, 59% think Saber's going to win this, while 41% think that Go.go's going to take it. And Saber's actually moving out with some of his Zerglings right now, possibly thinking of putting on some pressure. Could be a little bit dangerous. Go.go critically not getting his stim yet, not quite ready for it. And Saber actually going for a Hydralist then. We're going to see whether he actually decides to go for workers or go for a sort of a Hydra build. We see some Terrans go for Hydra builds against Terrans, even if Terrans go for something else. And whoa, Saber actually has speed for Zerg. Is actually going to move down. They're going to start to surrounding the Marines. Go.go has reinforced Marine. We're going to see what Saber actually managed to do us around. Even more Zerg is coming in for him. He's actually managed to take all these Marines out. No, the Marines of Go.go's actually going down. Oh my god, Saber still has 3 Zerglings alive, and he managed to take all of those forces out. Go.go moving his SCVs for mining, trying to make sure the Zerglings don't get through, but all the Zerglings got through. Firebat manages to kill one of those, but Saber still has 2 Zerglings inside of Go.go's base because run around, be annoying, and be able to do some damage. Go.go just now getting his stim, so he's not going to be able to stim those Firebats to chase those Zerglings down and kill them instantly. Should be able to take us out as soon as he has some Marines out. Finally, those Marines are now out, and the Zerglings are going to go out before killing anything else. But beautiful play there by Saber, managing to catch Go.go completely off guard with speed at just the correct time. And now Saber's actually getting a new base at the 1 o'clock position, producing a lot more Zerglings. Is going to go right down. I'm going to see what puts even more pressure down. Getting Hydralists now. We're going to see what most of the lurkers and just keep those Hydras going. Saber's going to get an economic advantage fairly soon. Going the opposite side, putting down an engineering bay, and 2 Raxes alongside comsat stations now coming up. Saber just going to put some Zerglings just outside of Go.go's natural expansion. Go.go has a couple of Firebats, and I think with those Firebats that should have stim at this point. We're going to see whether Saber actually risks going for yet another run by. Is grouping a few Hydras together as well. I don't see any speed upgrades or such for them so far, but Saber's just going to stay outside, going to continue putting on pressure. It does have a control group of Zerglings just outside of Go.go's natural expansion. Not producing too much with larva. He has a lot of idle larva, possibly waiting, just now starting to morph him in, possibly waiting for something. Their bunker being put down by Go.go, and Saber's morphing a lot of forces at this point. I assume those to be most of them are most likely Hydras, just probably waiting for the resources to pop in so he can pop them all at the same time. You know, you delay a little bit, but still having all those forces. And he does have lurkers morphing just outside of his own natural expansion, so he's going to have lurkers out on the field to help supplement Zergling's force. Go.go going to try to move an SCV out to scout, but that's going to get caught by Zerglings. Not going to be able to kill, though, because the SCV did run to the safety of Marines. I don't have any idea if Go.go actually has an idea that Saber has a base at 1 o'clock. Again, the SCV is going to go. It's going to spot the lurkers running down. Lurkers are going to run right past it. Go.go, meanwhile, just going to run his forces back. Saber actually went for a run by, meanwhile. Used the lurkers beautifully. Does it get some of his Zerglings needlessly killed. Actually goes for another engagement here, burning some of his lurkers, forcing Go.go back. Does have those Zerglings entry in force. Beautiful timing attacks by Saber. He does lose all those Zerglings that he tried to run by. But now he's just going to go out and put a contain on Go.go. Go.go does have that 1 bunker, and he does have scans, but not much else. Just now putting down his factories. He has to hurry to science vessels at this point. Saber now has a base. The 1 o'clock position was spotted by that 1 SCV, so Saber did not manage to prevent the scout at the 1 o'clock, but does have a pretty decent contain. Has 4 workers spread out very nicely. Go.go's not going to be able to push out, even with scans. He's just going to run right towards death. Any Marines or Firebats that try to take that down. Evolution Chamber now being ready by Saber. She's going to go for upgrades and continue using this build. Firebats will be run right to their